ready for the theme song.
Me too. Hi.
Hi, friends.
It's me, Dani from OKDani.com, and Brittany.
Hey, friends from Clumps and Mascara.
We're back. It's been a little while. Did you miss us? I know, I missed us too. But we're back. Again, my name is Dani from OKDani.com. I am a wellness coach and a lifestyle blogger. And Brittany from Clumps with Mascara. She blogs about all kinds of stuff. Tell them, Britt. I'm going to see if anyone.
Beauty, lifestyle, things around Orlando. I don't know, really whatever I want to talk about is what I talk about.
Lifestyle. It's a catch-all these days.
That's what it is, yeah.
Yes. And so on our weekly girl chat, we talk about stuff. And today we're talking about hashtag representation matters. Because we are both raising brown girls and boys. And it's crucial for them to see themselves in positive ways. What you got to say, Britt? Hi, guys.
I'm really oh, we got people coming in?
7 people.
Oh, dang, Dani, like we're back in the, I look at all the numbers going up. Okay. So no, I'm passionate about this topic because A, I've written about it and pissed people off, which made me want to talk about it even more. And B, having worked in the beauty industry for so many years, all I see are people that don't look like me. So I'm really trying to be diligent in making sure that I not only present a positive perception and representation for my daughter, but then I also call out the people and brands that don't. So, yeah.
I like that. What did you have to say when Shea Moisture, Highland, what did you have to say when Shea Moisture came out with that ad?
People, that's such an interesting conversation because I could understand both sides, why people weren't upset, why people were upset. I was more on the, well, now we know where you stand idea. People that weren't upset about it, I can understand that too. A lot of people were thinking business minded. Oh, they're just thinking, marketing and how to appeal to different brands or how to appeal to different audiences. And I was just like, cool, Shea Moisture. If this is how you feel, no problem. I'll find so many other brands to support. So I'm going to miss their lip balm, but that's about it. What about you?
I was insulted. I was like, no. Yeah. But they're trying to repair their image now. So let's see what they come up with to try to appease the masses.
People will forget. You know how we are when it comes to.
People will forget. I'm not forgetting.
No, I'm not. No, I'm petty. I'm petty and I don't forget. So it's.
And Diva Sean works better for me anyway. So. So you did that post about how you only buy brown dolls for your daughter, and people were up in arms. Tell us about that. I got to get my charger.
Yeah, so I wrote this blog post about why I only purchase brown dolls for my daughter. So that doesn't mean that I only let her play with brown dolls. It means that when my money is purchasing a product for her, it's going to have a character that looks like her. It's important to me because I know what it's like as a person of color to live in a world where you don't see images of yourself. And we've gotten better in 2017. We've got a lot of TV shows and cartoons that feature girls that look like our daughters, but it's not enough. And so I'm only buying these characters that look like my daughter so she can feel that self-love, self-appreciation now, because the world's going to remind her so differently the second she leaves my house, even at 4. Even at 5, it's going to start very soon.
Hi, Janae. Hi, Dee. Thanks for coming on, guys.
Hey, guys. Why do you think people were so upset with that post, Dani? Like, why do you think? Because I remember you posted it on your page, on your Facebook
page about it. I don't know if it's. I feel like some people might have been upset with it because they might have felt like they should be doing that too, but aren't. So they kind of felt like a hit dog, that hit dog will holler kind of thing. Mm-hmm. I think for some people it was on that side. And so they had to defend why they wouldn't do that with their children for whatever reason. It's not like you attack them. You just said, hey, in my house, this is what we do. Mm-hmm. And then I think maybe people who weren't of color just didn't get it because they're so used to seeing themselves everywhere that it's very hard for them to understand how infuriating it can be to not see yourself everywhere. So I think it could have come from both of those angles and others. I mean, race is personal.
It is. And when I wrote the title of the post, I knew it would make people go, I knew it was going to happen. I knew it.
We only buy brown dolls for my daughter too. I say brown because we got Moana, who's darker than some of her black dolls, but she's Samoan. So
yeah, Moana.
we're only going to have dolls of color in our house. And I don't care what people think about it. Like, I don't care. And everyone brings up they're mixed, but I think it's even more important for children of mixed heritage to really embrace their blackness. John calls it blackifying. We got to blackify them as much as we can at home, because it's so, like, the whiteness is so pervasive. They're not going to have any trouble at all finding the beauty and positivity in their white side. It's going to be everywhere. So at home, I need to like drill it into them, the beauty in their blackness. And I don't care how other people feel about it.
What I found interesting about when you posted that link on your profile, and a lot of people were talking about, a lot of people were just saying, kids don't see color, or this isn't important at this age. And the fact to me that people think children don't see color have you been around kids? Like, they are saying that to
feel better about not doing anything with their parenting. They say that so that they feel like, well, the pressure's off. They don't know. They don't know any better. So I don't have to do anything. I don't have to do that kind of hard parenting. No, they know it. And they did that black doll study. You remember that study they did with those, they gave black and white dolls to these children, little kids. And the little kids were choosing the white dolls because those are the pretty ones and those are the good ones. And the black dolls are ugly and bad and no one wants them. Like,
you want to know something, Dani? I pulled up a picture of a black doll and a white doll online, and I asked my daughter, because I wanted to do this experiment, and I asked her, I said, which doll is the smartest? She chose the white doll. Which doll is the most beautiful? She chose and she comes from a household where we like blackify daily. Like, we instill so much at least we try, and she still picked the white doll. And then she would say, well, both of them are smart. But she always picked the white one first. Why do you think that is?
Because it's everywhere. Does she watch TV? Does she read a book? She'll see the white characters figure shit out. The white characters are in the lead. The white characters have more lines. The black character is there to be the joke. And TV shows for kids. So that's what she's getting at. It doesn't matter how much she's blackifying, because America is whiteifying. So,
it's sad, but it's also one of the reasons why I'm not here for, it's important that our kids understand that we all need to love No, I'm not here for that, because like you said, she walks out of this door and she's going to be whiteified, and she's going to get that perception that black isn't as smart or as beautiful. And I fight it as much as I can, but even still, as a mom who tries to put that in her daughter, I'm still at a loss no matter what I do. So even more reason why
you're doing what you can, and that's all we can do. I tell people, don't buy her book, don't buy either of my children books with white characters. They either have to be black or mixed characters, or like animals, or like talking fruit or whatever. But we have to make these ground rules for our children and like make our home a safe brown place for them.
And doing that, I think we can't do it alone. It takes white parents to also step up and be the voice, because oftentimes when we speak up, we're angry black women. And I see this all the time in beauty when these brands come out, these popular brands like L'Oreal and Revlon. I mean, they've been around for years, and yet they still don't have colors beyond this. You know what I mean?
They just have any black colors. And I keep tweeting them and asking them why, and they never answer me.
Because you're not, it says we don't care that you need something that, no matter how many studies they show that women of color are buying makeup, because we buy makeup, we wear it too.
Speaking of, time out, what's on your lips? Readers want to know. I mean,
darling, I'm wearing Urban Decay, Firebird.
Firebird?
Firebird.
It's very pretty. Jamila, you're off topic. We're talking about important shit here.
Jamila came from the lounge. Thank you, Jamila, for popping in. Hey, Janae.
She's the same. She's not buying white dolls for her daughter. I really want my children to see positive black role models in real life. Mm-hmm. So there is no black doctor or pediatrician that's in our area that was highly rated. So I picked one that was Latina, a female Latina doctor, just so they see, okay, well, it's a woman and she's brown. She's darker than the kids. So and they see her in a position of, stature. And it's very important to me to do that. And I think those are the little ways that we might not think about, that children are still getting this like white is right image where their doctor is this white man, even though you're saying, hey, black is beautiful, whatever. So I think we need to think about out in our communities as well.
We're the same way. We don't have a black pediatrician, but we got a Latino pediatrician, and he's great, and I feel the same way. And then not only are we teaching our children to support our of color communities, but then also that, look, he looks like you. He speaks several languages. He's someone that's in a marginalized area or community. And so we need to kind of expose that to them. But where I get frustrated is that white folks don't do that all the time. You know what I mean? So it doesn't matter what I'm doing at home. Well, it does matter. But then when my kid goes to daycare or goes to public schools or private schools or the playground, and they're coming across other kids who aren't exposed to people that look like them beyond going to the grocery store.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm at a disadvantage.
Like, it doesn't negate what you do. And I don't think it should frustrate you because it's not your job.
Yeah.
You can't even like put that in your space. You're doing what you need to do for your kids. And part of what you have to do is telling them that, hey, other families may not, yada, 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 and explain that to them. Yeah. I just want to read this from Candace. Thank you for commenting, Candace. She says, I remember being a kid and just understanding that my hair wasn't pretty. Didn't even understand where I was getting that message from at age 4, but it was just something I felt. That's it. I read something that children, like, they internalize racism. It's not called racism to them. They don't know the word for it. They don't know how they learned it, but they just have these feelings like the white one is smarter or the white one is more beautiful. Yeah, it's crazy. So I don't understand why, with all this like evidence, even this like, from Candace, this evidence from her, how people can think, oh, they're just kids.
Because like you said, it takes the blame off of them, because at the end of the day, it's our job as parents and teachers and role models of children to help encourage the conversation and to accept the fact that these kids are smart enough to realize that this person's white, this person's black. Kids aren't dummies.
Of course. And I think they just need to like drive home.
Yeah.
The color doesn't matter. So this person's white, this person's black. We're different. We have different cultures, but guess what? We all deserve the same respect. We all deserve
what it is. I think a lot of people want to say that we're all the same. We all bleed the same. Well, we're not all the same. And my kids are aware of that too. Today, Ella and I talked about Juneteenth and granted she's 4, so does she understand the real significance of Juneteenth? No. But then she went to her summer camp and was like, it's Juneteenth. And the kids then were like, what does that mean? And she, in a 4-year-old way, she explained that, this was a day that in Texas, the slaves were freed. And the teachers were like, the kids are
let's go play with the blocks, children.
Right. Nobody understood it, but the kids started celebrating with her. They were like, oh, yeah, it's Juneteenth. So, just exposing her in return helps expose other kids whose parents probably aren't teaching them what Juneteenth is. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So I love that she went and shared that.
Yeah.
From Haiti, and when she was 8, they had a woman president, and that shaped her whole life. She spent her whole teenage life wearing suits and blazers to be like her. That is adorable, Lynn. That is adorable.
Oh my goodness.
And so crucial. That's another place that we need those role models in office is what he did, just as an avatar of Black excellence for little boys to say, oh my God, I can do that too.
Our kids were born during the Obamas. And so like, just imagine what they have, the stories they have to tell their kids. I don't know. It's just, it means a lot to me, but I get so frustrated that, and I know you say I shouldn't, that other people aren't doing their work, because when they don't, then I just have to reinstill more in my child, because my child then comes home frustrated because someone's picking on her hair or they're picking on her skin or something. And so now I have to remind her that, well, some parents aren't teaching their kids these, I don't know. It's just, it's frustrating. And that's why I feel like we kind of need to put the pressure on our white friends and people who are their allies to look, do your job. Please.
Sure, they do need to do. They have the privilege of not, but that's why I love things like Raising the Advocate that Danielle's doing to help people teach people what they need to be doing. But the only thing is you have to opt into that. Like that's not a required course in college. You have to like consciously want to do better, and you have to have some level of wokeness to even opt into that program, to purchase that program, you know?
Yeah.
I know where your frustration lies, but I feel like I can't own that frustration because it will make me angry.
Yeah, it will. And then where does that get you?
Yeah.
Besides being a black woman. Who needs that? Yeah, I get it. What else do we have on our list here?
So here's a question for you. How do you explain to them, hold on, let me pull it up. How do you explain to them why they cannot have certain explain at an age appropriate level? I would love to hear what you say, Carol, but my daughter hasn't asked me yet.
Me neither.
And we just like dolls that are brown like us in our house. You can play with whatever you want when you're at, camp or whatever.
I remember Dani when we were at Legoland and the drama.
Yes, I do. I was proud of you, by the way.
No, Dani and I went to Legoland. We took our kids to Legoland, and my daughter fell in love with the mermaid that, of course, there's only one color of the mermaid, and it's not her color. It's a white doll. And I straight up told her, I'm not buying this doll. I'm not buying it. And she just had, a temper tantrum, Dani? You were there. She
was sad. She wanted that. She wanted to brush that blonde hair so bad. She did.
She was so upset, and it took a while for me to explain to her that this doll does not look like you. She's 4, so she's not really hearing me. She's going through a temper tantrum. But I held my ground, and I told her that, we need to have dolls in our home that look like us. This doll doesn't look like us. And so then I tried to kind of make her upset at the fact that, why don't they have dolls that look like you? That's not fair, is it? And she was like,
you did a great job with that. I really liked it. I was like, good flip, Mom. She was like, hey, did you notice there's no dolls that look brown like you? That's not fair. And she was like, wait a second.
Right.
I want to play with this doll.
That's how you raise. That's how you raise an advocate. That's how you raise a kid. That's like, wait a minute, why aren't there dolls that look like me? And so, it took some time to kind of change her mind to get something else. But trying to do that is hard. And I'm with you. You go to your friend's house, play with all the white dolls you want. So I'm not saying don't ever play with a white doll. And I think that's what people got from my post. They thought I was saying I won't let my child touch anything white. Really?
Don't even look at white people. Avert your eyes.
It's what I'm purchasing and what I'm representing in our home. It's just gonna be black, brown, and other. But no. So what happens, Dani, if somebody buys your daughter a doll?
Any white dolls, they go straight up in the closet and they get given as gifts.
Yeah.
I don't play that. I tell them, if you're buying a doll for her, make sure it is darker than her.
Mm-hmm.
Erica says that she was raised in a white town and only saw black people who were family and when I traveled for school functions. That is insane. I can't imagine.
Yeah.
I can't imagine only seeing one thing ever. I remember when I was a freshman in college, I went to the University of Delaware, and some of the people in my dorm were basically I don't know if this is bad to say, but I've never talked to a black person before. And then started asking me all kinds of questions do black people this? Do black people that? I was like, y'all are out of your motherfucking minds. But, I mean, it wasn't out of a malicious place. It was out of a,
they just didn't know.
Curious place. But it's still you went 18 years without seeing a black person?
But that's the white privilege that allows you to live, work, communicate, do everything within your white bubble. I mean, you see white people on TV. So everywhere I go, my church, it's always people that look like me. So how the hell am I supposed to know about natural hair? I've never met anybody that has natural hair that's black. So I get it. It's just so damn unfortunate. That's why
I was really excited to see the Hidden Figures movie.
Yes.
I was really grateful to see that and see okay, look, black people can also be smart. Yeah. We're not just the maid or the slave. It was really nice to see.
It was a great movie. I saw it for the first time on a plane last month, and I was just I was in tears. I'm like, this movie is so good. Why did I miss it?
Renee said that her daughter used to feel that way about her hair, and now she embraces every kink.
Oh, love it.
Thanks to us instilling the values and blessings of melanin, right? I mean, we have to. We have to bang it into them.
Yeah. You kind of sound robot-y again, Dani.
What's going on with my computer?
It's like an echo. Does anyone else hear Dani doing an echo? It could just be me. We'll see.
Tell me if my audio sounds normal, guys.
Okay, it's back now. It's back. You're good. You're good. By the way, if you guys are going to be a blogger, you should come see me and Dani. We're going to do a live show.
Yes. If you're in Orlando area, even if you're not attending Blog Her, come down to the Hilton Bonnet Creek.
Yeah. And Dana's going to be doing a session. So we got to support our girl. So can you talk a little bit, Dani, about, hey, Jen, good to see you.
Hi, Jen.
Can you talk a little bit about,
guys? I love when you guys contribute to the conversation. It makes it so much more fun and interesting, like Erica's story and who else shared their story? Hey, Larisha, I didn't see that you were here. Hi.
Larisha's going to be a blogger.
Larisha found a company that makes brown boy dolls. Stop it. Brownboyhood.com.
Hold on. Writing this down. Or typing it down.
Put it up.
Brownboyhood.com.
Yes.
That's awesome.
Yay. Good to see you, darlings. Good to see you too, Jen.
Have you ever had to deal with
more comments?
Let me ask you a quick question. Have you ever had to deal with anyone from John's family questioning why you only purchase brown or black dolls for your kids?
Well, no.
Okay.
Because they ain't really in my kids' life that much. To be honest, we're down here in Florida, and they're very disconnected, we'll say. So
that's another conversation for another day.
But his mom bought Kaya a doll for Christmas, and it was just unexpected. It just showed up. I was like, what? American Girl doll too.
Wow.
It was brown. It was brown. I was like, okay, well done, lady. I'm proud of you. And I was like, John, did you tell her? He was like, I didn't say a word. So she gets it as much as she can get it.
That's a big deal.
It is. It is.
Because it would have been a whole other conversation had it been like, blonde
doll. It
doll.
wouldn't have been a conversation. That's all would have gone up in the closet and someone would have gotten a very nice gift.
A really nice gift. But American Girl doll, come on.
Yeah.
We have, time check, we have 21 minutes left. So you guys let us know your stories about your children. If you have kids, what are you buying them? Feel free to disagree with us. I want to hear different opinions of people who maybe are people of color, what kind of dolls or toys they buy their kids, why they feel maybe it's important to not only purchase brown or black dolls. Like, I'm always here for a different kind of opinion.
You wondered about John's family too? No, they're good. They're from Jersey City. That's a very diverse area. I would say 60% white and 40% other. So it's not like they were in some like
Delaware,
not around black folk. So,
they weren't in Delaware.
Yeah, lower Delaware either. Let's see.
I think something we should bring up also is the fact that for our white friends that are listening, y'all have to be a little bit more vocal about talking out when you don't see people of color represented, because like I mentioned, when we do it, it doesn't always get heard. It comes off of us being angry. I would love to see more anger from our white friends who get frustrated at the fact that there's not enough L'Oreal foundations and not enough brown children being represented on television.
Yeah, I feel like I have never looked at the white shades of makeup and thought, man, they should really have some lighter shades for all my very pale friends. So I wonder how many white women are looking at Almay and saying, hey, how come it stops at paper bag? Why doesn't it go any further? Yeah. Darker color. So I don't know if that's like on their radar, but I would appreciate that too. Allyship. I mean, I honestly prefer the allyship to go with regard to their children and what they're raising for the next generation. I feel, to me, that's more important than a makeup shade. Yeah. But all of it counts.
Dani, makeup is important, so you're not going to talk bad about makeup. Girl, we need the dark shades. Dani?
I'm not a makeup person. Hello. This is my one lipstick, and you gave it to me. So,
hey, what is that?
I don't know. It's Revlon. It came in a stick thing, and then you rub it on with a thing, and then it's like wet, and then it dries.
I gave you Revlon?
Mm-hmm. And then you also gave me another one that was fancy. NARS?
Oh, yeah. Only the best for the girl.
I never wear it. I feel like I'm using Erica, hold on. Erica says, I buy my godson books more than anything, but I do try to make sure he's getting books with people who look like him or animals. And I'm constantly sending his mom links to lists of books with Black protagonists. Awesome. Awesome. Thumbs up to you. 2 thumbs up to you.
Erica, if you want to do more for your godson in terms of books, you should check out Here We Read. Like here we are, hereweread.com. She is a blogger who talks only about books, and a lot of her books, I think most of the books she talks about and features and reviews of her children are books that feature people of color. Have you heard of her, Dani?
It's It's W-E-E. Here We Read.
Yes, okay. So here, W-E-E, we read.
I love her.
Yeah, she's great. And her Instagram is just it's full of inspiration. So
Black boy joy everywhere, Black girl magic everywhere. I love her Instagram, and I stay just like going through and like bloop, Amazon, bloop, Amazon.
So if you ever wanted to buy my kid a book, like it's sitting, you'll find like 300 books that are all children of color. So I love it.
Yes.
Same for Mama Demix. Mama Demix, can you type her in, Dani?
Yes, I can.
Mama Demix is a website that helps kind of bring about African American and African history from a curriculum standpoint. So it's great for maybe Black parents or non-Black parents to kind of bring in some more history and culture to their children's lives, especially if they aren't getting it regularly in school or just in the home. She actually has a bit on Juneteenth.
She has a curriculum called Black History is American History, thebomb.com. If your child is 6 or under, that is a really great, I'm learning so much with it.
Check it out.
And Rowan and Kaya are learning at their levels, a lot with it too. And it's just done in a smart way. So it gives you the lesson about this lesser known African American historical figure, and then it makes it relevant to you with a project or an activity. It's really just smart.
White parents get it. Won't hurt.
All parents get it, but white parents get it. But she also has the Raising an Advocate series, which is also great. It's a course for moms that are not of color, white moms, and other non-Black moms to learn about what allyship really is and to explore your own biases and your own, because we all have them. We all have little things that we've grown up with and all our like racial issues. So you explore your own so that you can do better at being a parent and parenting from a place of openness and inclusion, and it's another good course.
I need to look at that.
Sponsored, by the way. This is not sponsored by her or Here We Read.
We're just fans. I need to look into that, because in addition to my wanting to do a better job at exposing my kids to stuff, I need to think beyond, like we were talking about earlier, able-bodied things. I mean, what about the children that are suffering from chronic diseases and that have disabilities? I don't even know if I'm supposed to call it disabilities. How do I talk to my child to approach someone or try to be friends with someone who might have Down syndrome, and how to be empathetic and ask questions respectfully, So there are lots of ways that we can include representation beyond just, Black and white.
And I think that's something else that's starting to come about in the media. Hi, Kwanda. How you doing, boo? That's starting to come about in the media, but I think a lot more can be done. Like, I'm noticing they have, children characters in wheelchairs and things like that. I remember when I first saw Breaking Bad. I don't know if you're familiar with the show, but the son, he has
cerebral palsy.
Cerebral palsy, but for no reason. Like, they could have just as easily cast an able-bodied kid in that role. It wasn't part of the story. It was just for no reason, and I thought that was awesome.
It's awesome. We need that. Yeah. We need that.
And it didn't show him as like, oh, poor Jimmy, let's help him up the stairs. It was just like, Jimmy's doing his thing. He's cussing his parents out like any teenager does, It was just well done.
He's a regular kid because he is a regular kid, And so that's why we have to help normalize that beyond, what our children may see. And it's difficult to do with little kids because they're so like, why does he look like that? Why does he only have one leg? Like, why does his face, And so there's a way to teach them that also helps them realize that, people are going to look different than you, and they can be your friends too. We have 1 minute left, Dani.
Oh my gosh, that was so fast.
I know. So let's do our closing remarks. What you got?
I don't know. Bye. I'm just kidding. Thank you guys for coming on. Hold on. Janae, Jen, Erica, Kewanda, Lynn, all you guys, thank you. You made the conversation so much better. I loved your input. Thank you so much for sharing. And we'll be back next Monday. We'll be back before Monday with a surprise pop-up episode from Blog Her. So look out for that. But just thanks for coming on, guys, and for sharing your thoughts and listening to ours.
That's it. She said it all. Bye.
Oh, wow. All right. Bye.